wanted to share just a few words with you, Hannah and Clark. You can keep looking at each other. More talking to you guys. They're just not even listening. It's great.
Forever, you're my reality.
Ephesians chapter 5 tells us what the relationship between a husband and wife should look like. If you love God with all of your heart, soul, strength, you will love your wife, you will love your husband, and one day you will love your children correctly.
And I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes. I'd choose you in 100 worlds. I'd find you.
The couple have written their own vows, which is beautiful. Your covenant is before God, and the witness is here that as long as you're living, this is what you will do. Y'all get to be a representation of Christ and His church.
All that I have, I do.
Hannah, I've told you this since the beginning of our relationship, and I'll tell you this until I die. I vow to you that I will always honor you, I'll always adore you, I'll always protect you, I'll always provide for you, I'll always care for you, I'll never take advantage of you, I'll never abandon you, and my love for you will never be in doubt. I will tell everyone, you and everyone else, about my unending love for you. I love you, Hannah. A lot.
This is more than just a wedding. This is etched into eternity. With our union, we will move mountains. We will live on our knees. 'Cause He'd choose us in 100 lifetimes. He'd choose us.
At my graduation, my kindergarten teacher told me this piece of advice. And it was to find a man that possessed Christ-like love. And I know that you do that because, Clark, you are patient, you are kind, you do not envy, you do not boast. You are not quick to anger, you're not resentful, you do not insist upon your own way. You bear all things, you hope all things, you endure all things. You are the type of man I pray one day my future daughter stands just as I am doing and vows her life to. And Clark, every night after we prayed, you've always told me that you promise to love, honor, cherish, protect, and provide for me. And I vow these same things to you. I promise to be there for you through thick and thin, for sickness and in health, for rich and for poor, and whatever other curveballs that God can throw at us that are perfectly in His plan. I thank God every single day for that piece of advice that led me to somebody that I never could have even dreamed of. I adore you, Clark Oberleke. And Clark, I love you. You are my best friend.
You know what that is?
It's a
45 slug.
Okay, it's a 40, but that's okay.
40.
It's a 40.
But you know what it
Nothing less than-
represents.
Yes, sir.
What does it represent, Clark?
First day I started dating Hannah, Mr. Sanders dropped this in my hand, and he said, if you ever mess with my daughter or do
No,
anything,
I didn't say if you mess with her.
if,
Hurt.
if you hurt her. If you ever hurt her, these come a whole lot faster. And I still have that 40 slug in my car, on my dashboard.
Okay, now you got two.
Now I have to.
For my whole life. And this is where it starts.
Well, your expressions say it all. This is why we're here.
I'll say
By the power vested in me, the state of Texas as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Mr. Clark Gable, you may kiss your bride.
The sky is falling. I promise you I'm all in. No turning back. And every day, every moment, and every breath you take.
The witnesses who joined you, I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Clark Gable.
I choose you. Dear lover, let's always remember every letter that we wrote and every song we sang off key as we two stepped under the midnight sky. You pulled me closer each minute to your heart, and I'm falling as we're sitting in the bed of the truck, laughing and crying till 2 a.m. Reading our love letters over and over again. Oh, babe, you're my everything, and I love you with all my heart. Dear lover, I will always love you. Dear lover, here we are now, gray and old, and I'm still madly in love with you. Hanging out on a front porch, swinging our matching socks, drinking hot coffee, with glowing smiles on our faces, remembering our young love. And we still sit in the bed of the truck,